Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 5 of Bargain Hunters. I want to welcome back my co-creator and partner in crime, John P. Collects. How you doing today, John?
Hey, Steve, how you doing? I couldn't believe you said episode 5. Now you say that, I'm thinking Empire Strikes Back right away, which was the best, of all of those. So maybe this will be our best episode yet.
Yeah, well, it's not a
Hope
high
so.
bar, but no,
Keep
I'm
getting
just
better.
kidding. No, I don't know about you because I was excited when Vada Pinson came up because I'm a big Vada Pinson fan. I believe he should be in the Hall of Fame. When I look at his
That
stats,
case for sure.
yeah, I mean he's got his 2,757 base hits. There's only 56 guys in the whole history of the game that have more hits than him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. A couple other quick stats I wanted to throw out. He's one of only 10 players with 250 home runs and over 300 stolen bases.
Wow.
And
did not know that. That's
Yeah.
really that's something. That's notable.
Check this one out though. If you add to those two stats, over 2,700 base hits, over 450 doubles, and over 100 triples, there's only 2 people in the history of the game that have done that.
Wow. And who are the other 2?
The other's Willie Mays. Vada Pinson, Willie Mays.
Wow.
So
there's an exclusive club for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he gets overlooked because he played at the same time, that Aaron and Mays and Clemente and he played with Robinson, right? So I think sometimes he gets overlooked.
Supposedly he was a fantastic defensive player, but Willie Mays was getting all the gold gloves.
Yeah. When you're playing against the best, it's like when Aaron was in right field, when you're playing against the best at the position, it's hard to get a gold glove, right?
Yeah. I think Pinson got 1, I think.
Yeah, I think he got 1 gold glove. I think he was a 4 or 5-time All-Star. I know he led the league in doubles and triples twice. I mean, he was
the first 7 or 8 years of his career were stellar. I mean, the guy was a fantastic hitter.
Yeah. The other thing I will tell you, I'm reading a book about Rickey Henderson right now. And Rickey Henderson grew up he moved, but he lived in the Oakland area, right? And Oakland's been a hotbed for baseball. But at the time, at one point, McClemens High School had Frank Robinson, Vada Pinson, and Curt Flood on the same team. Think about that.
That's pretty incredible. That is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and Oakland's pulled out a lot of great players, but Vada Pinson is one of the best. So I was pretty excited. I don't have as many Vada cards as I thought. But, he has, as you probably found out, in my opinion, he has some great looking cards. So
he has some very nice cards. I agree with that. In fact, I have all of 1 card to share before we get to our pickup here because, if you don't mind, I'll do a segue there into what we kind of have currently. And since I only have the 1 card that I was able to track down of him, I'll just show it now, but it is a pretty cool card. It's a horizontal, actually, and it's his 74, so very late in his career. I just did not have much in the way of Pinson, and I'll show it here really quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you this. I'm trying to give you the screen, John. Let me give you the screen. There we go. I think that's cool. Perfect.
So I have this 74 Pinson, which is actually a pretty cool card in a couple of ways. A little bit of a glare issue there. One thing about it, it's just a cool swing. I know it's near the end of his career. And to be honest, I didn't even have this card sleeved, let alone top loaded until about an hour ago. We were getting ready for this. But you know what? I'll probably keep it in the top loader now. I owe the player that much, right? He is definitely possibly should be Hall of Famer. But if you see in the back or at the side of the card here, and here we go. This is at Yankee Stadium, almost certainly, and you see an orange chest protector. Where's my hand there? Yep. That could be Thurman Munson right there, and he is one of my favorite players of all time. So I'm not certain if that's Thurman, but I think it's a good possibility that it is because he wore the orange gear behind the plate. But just a cool card overall, Vada Pinson. So yeah, that's the 1 card that I had of him going into this bargain hunt.
So yeah, that's a cool card. I actually I actually also own that card, and I couldn't find it, John, because like you, I've had it from my childhood, but I didn't have it sleeved. So I have 3 cards that I'll share on Vada Pinson. So let me jump out. Just like you, John, this 73 Pinson, I didn't have it in a penny sleeve until about 30 minutes ago, but this is another one of his when he was on the California Angels towards the tail end of his career.
Yep.
This one I picked up, this 64 I picked up not long ago, and this one I think is a beauty. Yeah, this one's really well centered. You know, I love this picture of Vada Pinson. He's got some, like I said, some really, really cool cards. Yeah, I picked this one up probably right before we spun the wheel for like, I think $6.
Oh, wow, what a deal. And just those classic sleeveless jerseys were so distinctive for the Reds back then.
I love them. And
they need to bring them back once in a while.
Of course, I've got his rookie card.
There we go. Nice.
I sent that one in to grade right before we spun, and then we got the wheel back, and this is the Vada. Centering wasn't so great, but you know, it's a 4, and I'm really, really happy to have this card. I've wanted this one.
Nice 4.
Yeah, I've wanted it
pretty
in the
nice
collection for a while.
Yep.
So those are the 3 Vada Pinson cards I had to share before the ones that we've pulled. So now maybe it's time to start talking about what we picked up. I think we decided that you would go first this time, John. So why don't you let us know what you picked up?
All right. Well, again, our budget for this hunt was $35. And I did use every dollar, every cent on this one. So I went into this search thinking, you know, naturally I should be looking for his rookie card, right? So I was looking and looking, was watching several listings, but you know, I don't even know if I got to the point of making an offer on a card. So long story short, I did not pick up his rookie card, and I easily could have maybe in like a 3, maybe a 4. I think a 5 pretty much was exceeding 35 in SGC, even in PSA obviously was more than that. Don't think I was seeing anything less than like 40-ish for a 5 for a Pinson, and I would have loved to get, you know, the collector grade if possible. But then, you know, as I'm looking at 4s and such, I'm like, you know, it's a nice, perfectly nice rookie card, but I don't love it. So, to be honest, it's a decent one, but in some ways, it just doesn't speak to me maybe as some other ones do. So I decided to look maybe elsewhere in terms of different years and such. And I finally came across the card that I really like. And you showed, and I really like this one. It's a card I just, you know, again, I hadn't been searching for Pinson cards since I got back in the hobby 4 years ago. So in that sense, this was a really cool search because it was like I was finding just stuff that I wasn't seeing. It's a regular Topps issue card. And I say that because I was very close on looking in another direction as well. And I want to see what you actually picked up, Steve, in case we were thinking the same thing. But anyway, you showed 2 cards of similar batting poses just now. And I got a card with a similar pose as well, but it's in a very nice grade. Got a 1962 Vada Pinson in a PSA 7.
Whoa,
that is cost me every dollar of the $35. I got it on ComC. ComC's been kind of my go-to for this challenge for the last like 3, I'd say. I'm just, you know, it kind of works out with some of these sellers on there where they're just looking to move their cards, and you don't get too much of the negotiating as you could get sometimes on eBay, where you're not really risking offending anybody if you go in with a low offer as much because there's no messaging or anything. Not that I was really lowballing. I can't remember what this was originally listed at, but I got it at a, you know, I honestly can't remember. I may have actually paid full for this. I think he may not have. I think the seller was not coming down. I think he had it at 35 and was going to stay there. And I just decided to grab it because I thought it was a pretty fair deal. Sure. I looked at comps. I wish it was a little brighter. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit better, but it's a pretty nice card. I'll show this on my channel too on a future video just to kind of make it a more up close, but the edges are really good. Here's the back really quick. Overall, it's a pretty nice card. I really like that I was able to get a 62 with the wood borders, wood grains in a 7. So I was pretty happy about this. And, he had just an amazing start to his career with, just consistent 300 hitting and, he was like a doubles, triples, homers kind of. He was like you were talking about there, he put the ball in play, great defender. He was an awesome player for the Reds. So really happy to pick this one up. So got a 62 Vada.
John, that's a stunning card. You've been crushing ComC. I got to check out ComC more often. I don't go there.
It's worth checking out
too often, but yeah, you crushed that. A 7. Think about that. 62.
It's an older 7. I mean, it's not brand new. The cert number starts with a 3.
Yeah.
So it's it's a little up there in age, but I think overall this is a pretty nice card for the grade. So it's a little up in terms of centering. It's not great top bottom centering, but not bad at all. Left right centering is pretty good. So
yeah, no, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous.
I thought so.
Well, job well
That's
done.
what it is.
Crushed it. So for me, John, I pulled a little bit of a John today. So I
don't know what that means.
Well, I bought 2 cards this time.
Okay.
So one, I'm going to share them both with you, but one's going to be the official entry. So
that's what I did last time with Brett.
Yeah. So the first
card, official one first.
This is the unofficial one. The first card.
We're doing the unofficial first. Okay.
This was my favorite Vada Pinson card that I was looking for even over his rookie card. I picked up this 1959 second year Vada Pinson in a 4.5.
That's a gorgeous card.
Yeah, it is. I love this. This is like the Robinson and that. It's just a
I need to get the Robinson. I might need to get this too.
Yeah, that was my favorite Vada Pinson card. I paid the full 35 for this, like you. The person wasn't coming down, and I was okay with that. But because I didn't really look at comps, I just knew I wanted the card. So this was going to be my entry. But I will tell you, I was also I kept looking around at another card caught my eye, and this card I actually bought originally. I bought this raw for $9, John, and then shipping was another $3 or $4, and then I sent it in to SGC with one of my submissions and just got it back.
Wow. Okay.
So all in with the grading, I got this card for $28.
Okay. Now this is a first. This is a first for our hunt. We haven't done this approach yet, so that's very cool that you've done this. It's something I've occasionally thought about but hadn't followed through. So
I fell in love with this card, John. I think it's his best pitcher. So it is a 1964 Giant. So it's the Giants.
Okay.
Of Vada Pinson, but this is why I got it. I got it for the pitcher. Look at.
Oh my gosh, that's a gorgeous. Look at that grade.
I got an 8.5. I saw this.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I saw a couple graded, and I saw this one, and it just looked so sweet. I thought it would get an 8. I was happy, but more importantly, I just love the smile on his face, the striped no sleeve uniform. This has become my favorite Vada Pinson pitcher. So I was really, really stoked to.
That was a beautiful card. And it looks great in that slab too, in the tux. That's a fantastic card. Awesome job, man.
I just got it back yesterday, John. So I just finished the return video, which I haven't posted yet, but I wanted it back in time for this video. So.
Hey, I think we have 2 pretty good contenders here for the folks to mention which one they thought was their favorite pickup. I think I think I might have to go with yours. That one is an amazing pickup. Great find.
I don't know. You got a 7, John, and a
62 and a 7, not bad either. But that 8.5 and that beautiful Giant is great. I don't have any Topps Giants yet. I need to finally add one.
That's my second. I have the Clemente in like 5.5, I think. And then I've got that's actually the funny thing is
That's a really cool set, and they're pretty inexpensive.
Exactly. That's
Even
why
the big
I
hitters.
need to dive into that. They are affordable, very affordable, and there's some
even
great photos in there.
Yeah, even
Absolutely.
the mantles and the maze and the errands are pretty affordable on that one. So
Yeah, and it's not a large set, right? It's not that big.
no, it's not. I don't know
Yeah,
the
I mean
exact
you
number.
can build that set feasibly too, because and there's some great cars. I mean, there's not all Hall of Famers, obviously, but it's not that huge a set. So
no, but some great players. So
yeah,
I was really excited. I think we both did really well. So
yeah,
whoever watches this, let us know what you think. We'd love to hear the opinions, right?
I absolutely would love to know. One thing I just want to add really quick was the other card that I was seriously thinking about that I did not follow through on, and I ended up getting a standard base, or not base, but standard issue regular flagship card, was also 64. And gosh almighty, the name of the set is escaping me. It's because I don't have one of these either. It's the ones with the yellow and green. What do they call those?
Oh, the ones that Sammy always gets? Sammy Thunder?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm drawing them.
Not the heads up, batter ups. What do they call them? Stand ups? Stand ups.
Oh, the stand ups. Okay.
Yeah. I was looking at a 64 Pinson stand up. I was looking at a few of them because I'm like, here would be a great way to add my first one of those because they're pretty cool.
Bucks? For 35
yeah,
bucks?
I mean, the condition becomes kind of a factor at the 30 to 35. So it's like, where do I want to go? Do I want to get a VG or a VGEX? I don't know. Maybe not. So maybe my first one of those will be a shell out a little bit more, get someone who I'd collect maybe a little bit more. But that was I was really considering it for a bit. So that was my second choice. I'd say was the stand up. So, but that batter, the giant you got is fantastic.
Well, the cool thing is, I know there's a lot of content creators and people who watch these stuff that are Cincinnati Red fans, and I know they like Vada Pinson, right? And the cool thing is, you can get his rookie card to what I just picked up to a stand up or pop up, all within $35, right? So he is a great bargain, and he's an unbelievable ball player. And I don't think he'll ever get there, but if for some reason he pops into the Hall of Fame, then your bargain becomes even better.
Exactly. I mean, one would think that maybe he would have gotten there by now. I'll just throw one more thing out there. He didn't make the Hall of Fame on regular balloting. As I was doing some research on him, I did not know this. He had a couple of altercations with media members, or one writer in particular, I think, in Cincinnati. And who knows? The writers hold grudges. I wouldn't be shocked if that had something to do with it, which is kind of fun. But
he did. I know for me, he and Ken Boyer are two guys that I just think should be in the Hall. That's just my own personal opinion. But
I think Boyer still has a decent shot. Now that Scott Rowland got in, I think Boyer's got a good shot. So
I think Boyer will get in. I think, unfortunately, Vada won't. I think if he could have maybe hung on for another couple of years towards the end of his career, and like Al Oliver, right, who's even got more hits than Vada Pinson, right? They didn't quite get to 3,000, right? And if you get to 3,000, you're pretty much a shoe-in. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. So now guess what time it is? It's time to pick out who we're going to chase next time. So first, we're going to go to the values first, I think, still, John. I kind of like doing it that way, seeing what we're going to spend, and then we'll figure who. So let's give this. Well, I don't like shuffling it because I like the way these things are spaced. So we're just going to click this bad boy, and then we'll shuffle the other one. So here we go.
Spin her up. Oh, got a rich one here. Oh, there we go.
The first $50.
Finally.
That's kind of exciting, isn't it?
The moths get to come out. The moths get out of the wallet finally.
Oh, did I just lose you, John?
No, I'm here.
Okay, I must have
lost the wheel.
I stopped sharing there. Okay, so now we've got the $50. We've got some big names on this wheel. Let's go see who we get to spend that money on.
All right, this is actually going to be, they're all exciting. This one's going to be fun.
Yep. So this is going to be episode 6. So I'm going to shuffle this thing 6 times.
In the business, $50. All right.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see who we're going after.
I can barely see that name. It's just gonna have to pop up.
It's Sandy
Right.
Koufax, John.
Oh, well, we're getting the penthouse suite for the top dollar amount, so to speak. We got to spend it on the A-lister. So
Well, yeah, I'm glad that.
maybe we can do it for $50.
Yeah, I mean, 50 is going to be tough with him, but it's doable. I
Better
think.
than 20.
Yeah, it's definitely better than 20. So
Yeah.
there you have it. Got everybody that's watching. Hey, first of all, thank you for watching. Love the
Yes,
fact.
thanks very much.
Seems like people are enjoying this, and we're loving the comments. Vada Pinson was fun. Let us know what you thought, and then stay tuned because next time up, it's Sandy for 50. I'm pretty excited.
Me too. I can't wait to start searching. I'm going to be doing that here shortly.
Yeah, I think you and me both. All right. Well, at that, we're going to say thanks for watching. Till we talk again, stay safe, keep collecting. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Take care, everyone.